Joseph Busha of Busha Investments joins me now to discuss today's market movements. Joseph, many thanks for your time this evening. Let's start with those overall markets. I indicated a little earlier that a little bit of calm has been restored on the global markets, which have been very volatile over the last few days, and the JSE, apart from some other catalysts, is benefiting from that.
No, certainly. I think that was driven by process and NASPAs, as we saw after the legislation changes in the education sector in China. But the market has responded very well, including NASPAs itself, 7% up yesterday, 4% up today. And you've seen the positive move coming back into the market. The JSE now were above 69,000 index levels. So for today, really, you see that resources, industrials led by NASPA's process, and we also have Aspen really leading, and all those shares up 4% today. Anglo-American, I think, reporting bumper profits again. This follows Amplas and Kumba. So revenue was up 114%, earnings before interest and depreciation up 268%. So really, it's massive. But I think the most key issue for Anglo is the fact that their debt is down about 74%. So very, very good. I think, the bumper profits in all the different mining houses certainly is looking good, and you saw that is also reflecting well with revenue collection at SARS.
Yeah, another important element of Anglo-American, Joseph, is the fact that the chief executive are very open in his confidence in the South African economy, as well as the direction that's been taken by President Cyril Ramaphosa and his cabinet. And this despite a lot of the unrest that we've seen in recent weeks, as well as the IT issues or the cyber attack that really put a stop to shipping in the country because of what happened to Transnet.
No, certainly. I think it's always pleasing when you see business leaders join hands with government to be able to have a very positive outlook and contribution to the country. Remember, SA is one of the biggest contributors worldwide or suppliers of minerals, PGM minerals, and that has been very good, I think, for us, given, as you said in your intro, commodity prices that have been really rocketing and supporting us, and that has come through in terms of revenue collection, that has come through in terms of just keeping jobs within the mining houses, and negating the fallout from COVID and our unrest that happened 2 weeks ago.
Right. Joseph, a final thought from you. We also saw some numbers coming out of Liberty. What did you make of what they had to share with investors this afternoon?
Well, it's still very disappointing. I think they're still going into losses. They're certainly talking about obviously COVID as well. I'm hoping that the purchase by Standard Bank possibly will be positive to Liberty shareholders. But I think Liberty has struggled over the last few years, to be able to keep up with their peers and so on. So, Thabo left some time ago. Then I think we've got David Munro who is running. So, they have had a very rough time. So we're hoping that, they will be able to turn into profits and sustain that.
Joseph Busha from Busha Investments, many thanks for your time. He was giving us a wrap of the markets day that was. So, Sally, that's all from the Money Desk for now. But let me quickly tell you about a story that we're chasing. Discovery has indicated that it might charge higher premiums to clients who choose not to get vaccinated because of the associated risks. So we're following up on that story, and hopefully we get to speak to Discovery.
It's such an interesting debate. It really is.